Hey, I'm Barbara ONeill, and if you're over 50, feeling the effects of inflammation, stubborn weight gain, or concerned about cancer, then listen closely. The foods you eat play a powerful role in your health, and I'm here to show you 4 incredible anti-inflammatory foods that not only burn fat, but also help fight cancer. Ready to make simple changes that could transform your life? Let's dive in. And as a special thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment about why you want to win my best-selling book. Now we're going to have a look at ginger. Ginger can be used internally, and ginger can be used externally. Internally, it's an anti-inflammatory, but it's probably mostly known for its anti-nausea effect. If you buy car sickness or seasickness tablets, it's compressed ginger. Now, the easiest way I think to have this is to grate it. So you grate it on that little grater, and you'll grate about a teaspoon. Then you'll put it in a little teapot, pour boiling water on it, and let it sit for probably 10 minutes. Now, that might be too strong for you, but I love it. I love it like that. If it's too strong, you just water it down a little bit. If someone's very cold, maybe they've been caught out in the cold or something, and it's very hard to warm them up, give them a cup of hot ginger tea. It will warm them up very nicely, so it can be used to cold or hot. And you saw too, it is one of the recipes in flu balm. I was at a function with a health seminar, and in the break, everyone went and had their herb teas. There was a girl with a tiny little grater grating ginger, and I said, ginger. She said, I'm an entertainer, I'm a singer. And she said, I was in Greece last year and I lost my voice. Another little Greek lady made me a hot ginger tea. She said, I sung that night. So she said, I travel with my little grater everywhere I go. So very nice on a sore throat. Now we're going to look at what you can do with ginger externally. So I always take a place, and I always take the plastic square. Again, you can use a wool square next to that, but you still need that plastic backing so that it doesn't wet, or when you close it also so it insulates. And then we put a cloth over it, and it's usually around this size, and then I grate straight onto it. So why would I use a ginger poultice? I would use a ginger poultice for an inflamed joint. So the easiest way to remember this is ginger is for joints. So that would be gut, it would be arthritis. Also a sore back, inflamed back. Now when someone's got an inflamed back, they usually put a hot water line, and he's not right. But if the back is hurting because of inflammation, the hot water bottle will relax the muscles. The reason why the hot water bottle relaxes the muscles is that when we're in pain, the muscles around that area tighten and cramp. Basically, they go in sympathy with the pain, and when you put a hot water bottle on that, it relaxes those cramping muscles. So you do get some relief, but it does not help the inflammation. It can even make it worse. However, ginger can help. If you apply a ginger poultice anywhere where there's inflammation, the ginger pulls the inflammation out of the joint and to the skin, making the skin feel really hot. So if you apply this to the lower back, the heat relaxes the muscles while the ginger reduces the inflammation. To make the poultice, you take the ginger and fold it like this. The left side goes over, the right side over, the bottom comes up, and the top goes down. You end up with a little package. Then you turn that over so the part touching the skin only has one layer. The beauty of this little package is that there are a few layers behind, so if it is quite wet, it will help to soak up any drips. After that, you apply it to the area. Even with the plastic on, not much is touching the skin, only the very edges. Then you bandage it on. Now, if someone has an inflamed joint, say a wrist, ankle, knee, or toes, we apply a ginger poultice or even a sore back. We apply the ginger poultice maybe around 6 o'clock in the evening, and within half an hour, if there's inflammation, the skin gets very hot. And then the person has the choice when going to bed whether the heat is all right. If it's too hot, they can just take it off. But if it feels good to them, they can go to sleep. If you put it on just before bed and the skin gets really hot, it could wake you up and cause discomfort. But when people have arthritis, The heat is usually very nice. For a sore lower back, it's also very helpful because it pulls the inflammation out of the joint, and the heat relaxes the muscles that tend to cramp whenever there's pain. Again, you just listen to your body. This poultice, once it's used, must be discarded because it's made of vegetable matter. You can make it in the afternoon and fold it over like that to use at night. And me tell you something many people don't realize. Ginger isn't just a spice you throw in your cooking for flavor. It's a powerful medicine. If you suffer from chronic inflammation, arthritis, or even gout, you need to understand the science behind this. Mainstream medicine won't tell you, but ginger can be more effective than those over-the-counter anti-inflammatories you're relying on. The heat from a ginger poultice pulls inflammation right out of your joints, which traditional painkillers don't do. Ginger doesn't just mask pain, it tackles the root cause inflammation itself. Let's talk about nausea. Whether it's morning sickness, motion sickness, or nausea from chemo, ginger has been proven to perform better than many prescribed medications. Why rely on pharmaceuticals when nature has the answer? Mainstream medicine wants to keep you hooked on pills, but the truth is something as simple as ginger can truly transform your health. Now let's look at a relative of the onion, garlic. This is nice garlic. I always look for the purple ones. You want to avoid the Chinese ones, especially if you're in America. When you press it down, you can easily open it up, and this is your natural antibiotic. In your book, there's a recipe for the flu bomb, which contains crushed garlic. I don't say how much because it depends on your tolerance. Some people can handle a couple of cloves, others just one. Garlic is a potent antibiotic, and you can use it as such. If you want to use it as an antibiotic, you'll probably need at least 3 medium-sized cloves a day. You can have it in flu bomb, crush it into a bowl of hot soup, or put it on a slice of sourdough toast with avocado on top. Garlic has a great effect on chest colds or head colds. Now, let me tell you the truth about garlic. It's one of nature's most powerful antibiotics. Yet, most people underestimate its potency. If you're reaching for pharmaceutical antibiotics, you're missing out on what garlic can do. Crush a few cloves, mix them into avocado with some tomatoes, and you've got a natural remedy that fights off chest colds, head colds, and more. Don't believe me? Try it yourself. Garlic can outperform many prescription meds without the side effects. Dark green leafy vegetables are also alkaline. For me, dark green leafy vegetables are something we should be eating every day. That's your kale, parsley, and collard greens. Though I've never seen collard greens in Australia, and now I'm in Alabama where they're popular. We do have spinach, silver beet, and kale. We should eat something from the dark green family every single day. If you don't, you should definitely have a dose of green barley or super green. Vegetables generally have an alkaline effect, but there's a question mark with some like tomatoes, bell peppers, which we call capsicum in Australia, eggplant, also called aubergine in some countries, and potatoes, not the sweet potato, but the regular English or Irish potato. These are nightshade vegetables, and for some people, they have an acid effect. Let me tell you what I found. My mother passed away at 51, a cripple in a wheelchair with rheumatoid arthritis. I have strong inherited genes for that condition. My body tells me to have a little tomato now and then, but to avoid bell peppers. If I touch a bell pepper, it repeats on me all afternoon. My energy just drains. So I say, I'm hearing my body, and I don't need it. I have a little eggplant, maybe twice a month, and potatoes are in most of my meals. That's what my body tells me. I don't know what your body will tell you, but my personal experience is the guide. It doesn't matter how many professors tell me otherwise. My body knows what works for me. You must trust your body. There's no one-size-fits-all approach, only what your body needs. Another herb you can take to reduce inflammation is turmeric. Turmeric is a very powerful herb for inflammation. If it's the first time using turmeric, you may need to triple the dosage, especially if it's dry. What most people don't realize is that turmeric doesn't just reduce inflammation, it targets the root cause. Unlike synthetic drugs that come with a laundry list of side effects, turmeric works harmoniously with your body. It helps fight chronic conditions linked to inflammation like arthritis, heart disease, and even cancer. The best part is that you don't need a doctor to prescribe it. Add it to your meals or take it as a supplement. But here's the controversy. Mainstream medicine downplays turmeric's true potential because there's no profit in natural remedies. Imagine a world where people heal themselves with simple herbs. How many pharmaceutical companies would lose billions? That's why you need to trust nature more than the system. Incorporate turmeric daily and you'll start noticing the difference. Your joints, digestion, and overall energy will thank you.